Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's and Marianas Coffee.
Good evening, Commonwealth, and thanks for watching the Channel 2 News. I'm Sakurako Halstead.
And I'm Dan Shore. Let's take a look at tonight's top stories. Where has all the mahi gone? A scientific explanation as to why the fishermen have not been catching.
Also tonight, retailers are now required to label Beetonut and Beetonut products.
And the risks of drinking and driving. A car crash in the village of Cobleville.
In sports, NMI versus the world. International tennis matches in the courts of PIC.
Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
Let your people know. When it comes to the pickle to chicken ratio, some people, they playing in your face, but not the McCrispy.
I love Marianas Coffee. Come join me for a cup. I think you would be really happy.
Half a day, Tirawami, and good evening, Commonwealth.
You're watching the Channel 2 News on June 6th from our studio on Capitol Hill.
Fishermen across the Marianas are hauling in more frustration than fish these days. Their usual bounty of pelagic species like tuna and mahi-mahi is suddenly scarce, but this may not be just bad luck. Scientists say a shift in a natural ocean cycle is to blame. KSPN2's Chris Nelson reports.
At Saipan fish markets, coolers that would normally be filled with tuna, wahoo, mahi-mahi, and other pelagic species sit empty. A sign still lists tuna at $3.50 a pound, but customers can only ask, where is the tuna?
What types of fish do you sell usually?
We have bottom fish, trolling fish, and then reef fish.
I see some reef fish here. Is it been hard to get trolling fish?
For now, yeah, trolling fish is very hard.
This fish market's been in business for 18 years, selling the daily catch along the Philippine Sea. This season, though, there are still reef fish and deep species like onaga, but the prized pelagics are missing. Even a recent fishing tournament saw many boats return empty. Nada. Zero. Skunked.
I just really have a rough time this time of year. No matter, I'll change 100 lures and throw everything I've got at it, and I come up with negative results, or maybe just one fish in the boat or type thing. But it's always tough this time of year.
Dr. Peter Hoke has been studying local ocean conditions and says this may be the worst pelagic fishing period in 70 years. Not because the fish aren't biting, but because they're not here.
This is crazy this year, because after you contacted me and shared with me a little bit of that information, I wanted to see just how different it was. And it looks like we haven't experienced this level of really low productivity in our ocean potentially since the 1950s, but for sure since over the past decade. So this is a really low spot. These are pelagic fish that move around quite a bit, right? And so they're really good at tracking productive waters.
Those waters start with plankton, the foundation of the ocean food chain. Less plankton means fewer bait fish, and when the bait disappears, so do the big predators. Scientists say we're in a negative phase of the Pacific Decadal Oscillation, or PDO. Right now, cooler surface waters around the Marianas are altering wind and current patterns.
There are a couple major ocean indicators. that give you a hint that these conditions will exist. One is, well, we've heard about it, El Nino or ENSO. It's El Nino Southern Oscillation Cycle. And I feel like that's pretty popular and people kind of generally understand that one. The less known one is the PDO, Pacific Decadal Oscillation. And it just measures basically how much pressure is in the atmosphere trying to, it's a high pressure system. We got a lot of trade winds. We don't get those convergences. And that's what we got right now. We have the most negative PDO that we've had since 1950 something. It's astronomically negative. It's really wild.
The change isn't permanent, but no one knows how long it will last. In the meantime, fishermen are trying to adapt.
As of now, so very hard that trolling fish, so the two boat go for bottom fishing.
Scientists will keep tracking the currents. Fishermen will keep watching the sea, but for now, the big fish are playing hard to get. Chris Nelson for the Channel 2 News.
Like the Surgeon General's warning on cigarettes, Beetonut along with Beetonut products will now have warning labels on the health risks. On June 5, 2025, Governor Arnold Palacios signed House Bill 24-20, a bill passed by both CNMI Congress and Senate that requires all imported or sold Beetonut products to include clear rotating health warning labels. The bill addresses the growing concern of oral cancer and other health risks associated with the chewing of Beetonut, especially when mixed with tobacco. It is now made public law 24-2 by the governor.
This is just one step or one part of the whole initiative and the effort to bring awareness to members of our community and labeling Beetonut packages, warning our folks that it does cause cancer and give them that awareness. And I think, albeit in a very small way, that's going to significantly have an impact on our efforts to lower the risk of oral cancer.
President of the Commonwealth Cancer Association, Jocelyn De Leon Guerrero, says that like tobacco and alcohol labels, this law directly informs the consumers of the carcinogen in Beetonut linked to oral cancer, gum disease, and pregnancy risk.
To understand, this bill is no way in shape or form banning Beetonut. It is a public health bill, now law. It really is an historic day, not just for the Commonwealth Cancer Association, but for the Commonwealth. This Beetonut labeling bill is a first in the region and globally. So it is a big thing for all of us.
De Leon Guerrero adds that the CCA will provide labels that will be on a 6-month rotation cycle.
For the first 2 years of this public law, the Commonwealth Cancer Association will provide the labels at no cost.
CCA Board Director Bo Palacios says this law resets a narrative for young people and they strive to do more on the battle against oral cancer.
It's not an idea that was born out of the Commonwealth Cancer Association. It was really an idea that was born out of our advocates, inspired by every single person who has fought that battle.
With first-hand experience and an advocate on risk for Beetonut chewing, Claudine Atalig shares her thoughts on the passage of this law.
I have mixed emotions about this, to be honest, only because, most of my family are Beetonut chewers, but yet this is the reality of what Beetonut can do to one's life, and not only the person who's chewing, but also the whole family. I know this because I'm an oral cancer survivor.
A car crash this past weekend sends 2 drivers under the influence to the hospital. On Sunday, June 1st at 8:41 p.m., an automobile accident occurred in Coblerville. DPS Commissioner Anthony Macarana says a white 4Runner was headed eastbound when a silver Highlander failed to yield turning into Hanna Market.
When it made the left turn, it encroached into the path of that white Pathfinder, and then that's how they collided. Upon collision, the post-impact, the 4Runner veered into the parking lot of Hanna and struck a parked vehicle.
Mariana states that the operator of the Silver Highlander is a 45-year-old male and the operator of the White Forerunner is a 23-year-old male. Both operators were not wearing their seatbelts, sustained non-life-threatening injuries, and were transported to CHCC. Police charged both operators with reckless driving and driving under the influence of alcohol. Additionally, the operator of the Silver Highlander was charged with failing to yield. Marianas urges the community to take responsibility when driving.
We have this thing on the island that, I'm okay, I still can drive. But you have to take in consideration that if you go behind the wheel, you're more vulnerable in getting to a wreck than a sober person. So my advice to the people, be responsible adult and do the right thing. If you already had consumed, have somebody drive for you home. Don't take the chance. This is like a nature on the island where we have to consume alcohol. It's an everyday thing. It doesn't matter if it's weekend, doesn't matter if it's Monday, Tuesday, or up to Friday. People will find ways to consume because they're celebrating or they're happy about something. But at the end of that session, you have to find ways to be responsible going home safely, not by taking the chance, because the chance is you're going to get caught. And when you get caught, it's too late. When you hurt somebody out there, it's too late because you're impaired. The chances of you hurting yourself will be too late. So the people have to start realizing that allowing your loved ones, your family member to drink and drive is the utmost responsible for a sober person to make sure that this family member gets home safely. And we cannot afford to continue seeing these kinds of things happening on our public road. Driving is a privilege, it's not a right. So that's what the people have to realize. That if you drink and drive, you're taking the chances of just going to jail, And when you pay the fines, those fines that you pay is good that will work towards your livelihood, your family, your kids. If you decide to drink or drive, then basically you're just spending all you're wasting your money paying for something that you should not be doing in the beginning. Laws are not intended to make your day miserable, inconvenience, or hassle, but it's just a protection that will be in place to help you travel safely on a public road.
Coming up, the Canoe House in Susupe has a new roof.
And a program that fosters small businesses. The application process closes next week. Stay tuned, CNMI.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
At Marianas Beach Resort, come to the edge of the ocean and experience the best sunsets on Saipan at Skipper's Beach Bar. Open daily from 5 p.m. till 9 p.m., Skipper's is the perfect place to unwind with great friends, great weather, and stunning ocean views. And every hour is happy hour with $3.99 craft draft beer, local food specials, and live music. Bring a friend or make some new ones. Skipper's is where memories are made. Skipper's Beach Bar, the best sunsets, the best fun. Come join us tonight. See you at the beach.
When I think of you sometime, want to spend some time with you, just the two of us.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea, where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go! Let's go.
Welcome back. You're watching the Friday night edition of the Channel 2 News.
Today at Guma Higgai in Susupe, the official unveiling of the new roof completed. As the blessing is made, the canoe house is celebrated. Its thatched roof is complete. John Castro of Community and Cultural Affairs and Program Director.
Well, I'm very grateful, first of all, for getting this complete. It's a project that's not supposed to be done by 3 or 4 people. Traditionally, it's done by the village, the island. We have a little village ourselves.
If we see ourselves as a strand, then it's weak. But if we bind ourselves and turn into a rope, now we get stronger.
A lunch was served while we are reminded that we all, like the thatched roof we are celebrating, are but one interconnected strand within a vast community, and that time, past, present, and future, are woven elements in the fabric of our lives. We'll have more of that story.
Nice.
Good.
We see who arrives to our islands. Some are from here, and for others, it's their first time. Let's take a look. Saipan International Airport sees faces from all over the globe. People come and go for many reasons. We stick around to find out. Jose Villagomez and Ken Blas are spotted on the scene from our daily flight.
We flew in from Guam.
Flight 174.
These cool guys are in for graduation season.
I'm from Saipan and Guam. Ken's from Guam.
Yeah. Were you just there for visiting, or?
We're here for a show. We're here for a gig. So we actually play for Pacific Cool. So we're here for some graduations.
Jose and Ken have 10 to 20 years of experience in the music industry.
I'm a bass player.
I play guitar.
We did a couple shows here before. Yeah, I was actually here like 2 months ago. Yeah, well, I was here for family. Ken's last trip here was
a while ago.
Yeah.
Never played here on the island.
10 years ago.
As the guys giggle their way to their next gig, Saipan native Victoria Diaz is back. She moved to Guam a little over 6 months ago.
I just came in from Guam this morning.
All right. And were you in Guam for business or vacation?
No, I just recently moved there, and I'm just here back home for a family visit.
Oh, okay, all right. So you are from Saipan?
I am.
She says she moved to our sister island for better opportunities.
And if you don't mind me asking, what kind of job do you do in Guam?
I'm in like the bar scene, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess how has it been?
It's been good. It's been busier than here. Sad to say, but yeah.
Even if it's just an island over, moving can be challenging. Diaz says she has some friends and family on Guam.
Do you think that made it easier for you to kind of, move there because you already had that kind of support base, or?
Sure, yes, it has. It made it easier.
All right. Anything else you would like to say?
No, it's just good to be back.
As Diaz is off to visit the family, Orlando Perez makes his debut.
My name is Orlando Perez. I came from Miami, Florida, to see the beautiful island of Saipan.
He doesn't have any family in the Marianas, but is scouting out a place to settle.
My family's from Cuba.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Miami, so I'm getting ready to retire next year. And this looks like a peaceful place, a beautiful place to retire. So I'm looking around, see where I could live at for next year.
You might see some of Perez's comments on our newscasts. Like many others, he proudly announces where he's tuning in from.
And you are an avid watcher of our program.
Yes, on YouTube.
All right.
I watch Dan Shore and I forgot the girl's name.
He may not remember Sakurako Halstead, but he was sure inspired to come to our islands.
You have a beautiful island, and God gave it to y'all, and you're lucky.
Whether you're here to celebrate our graduates, home to visit the family, or here for the very first time, welcome back, welcome home, welcome to Saipan.
Adios.
Adios.
At this moment in the CNMI, the tourism industry is in a state of uncomfortable flux. It is therefore all of our business to find new businesses to diversify our island's financial fluency. The Northern Marianas College Small Business Center recently created the Innovation Incubator to help nurture local small business startups. NMC President Galvin de Leon Guerrero.
Northern Marianas College is excited to announce that we have launched the Innovation Incubator as part of our Small Business Development Center. This is a great way to help companies that are just starting up and looking to grow, to give them the tools, the resources, and the guidance they need to grow.
Funds are not being provided, but available workspace, equipment, and professional expertise are being offered.
It's like a laboratory for startups, and it's not just 3D printing. It could be for music, it could be for arts and crafts, it could be for food. It's a place to play with your ideas before you really scale up into a full-fledged business.
Program Manager Charisse Palacios.
Our program, will foster innovation, right? Foster our small business startups with their business idea, their creative, unique products and services that they may want to introduce to the community. And so they come with their proposal, their business plan, and we pretty much review it and see how we can assist.
Applicants have included business proposals in hydroponic farming, custom furniture building, auto repair, food delivery, and possible film production.
I've been sitting one-on-one with a lot of potential clients in the past 2 weeks, and it just warms my heart just hearing the enthusiasm in their voice and sharing their unique ideas and creative business plans. And those are the clients we're looking for, that are driven and want to just take their business to the next step despite the uncertainty or the economic challenges that we're going through. So we partner with SBDC, and they have a powerful network. If you know who they are, they provide partners with both government, private sectors, educators, professionals, experts. And so that's the services we provide as well to our clients that get accepted into the program, is custom or personalized training and mentors for our clients.
The program is targeted to young startup companies with up to 5 years of experience.
Right now we're in the application process. So we launched our application May 19, and the deadline is June 13.
After acceptance, the innovation begins immediate 1-year incubation. Duncan Laxa, Digital Marketing Coordinator.
We tried our best to make it really easy for our applicants to apply. All they have to do is go to our website at cinemasbdc.com/innovation incubator. And they just have to press the apply button, and they'll be able to see a step-by-step guide on how to apply. And if they want to get a physical copy, all they have to do is come to our temporary office at the NMC Campus Building O.
Applications are due 1 week from today, June 13. Coming up in sports, what is rarer than fresh sashimi? By an ambidextrous tennis player on the NMI team. Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome to Marianas Beach Resort, and now welcome to Marianas Coffee. Indulge in the rich, smooth taste of classic coffee, or treat yourself to one of our signature creations with the best coffee roasted right here in Saipan. Craving something fun? Try our cracking marshmallow milkshake or one of our refreshing milk teas. Stay cool with locally grown lemongrass lemonade, the perfect tropical twist. Pair your drink with our delicious cakes, desserts, sandwiches, and salads freshly made just for you. And with super fast Wi-Fi, it's the perfect place to work or unwind. Marianas Coffee at Marianas Beach Resort, where great coffee meets great style. Location, location, location. Office space on Capitol Hill available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park. With natural light and ocean views, it's the perfect place for creative professionals. So upgrade your life and your working environment. Schedule an exclusive showing now. Call us at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com.
Buenas sports fans.
Buenas sports fans! There's a triathlon relay sprint scheduled for tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. at Pow Pow Beach. You can race solo or team up with partners to compete.
An international tennis tournament is here and now at the Pacific Islands Club on the Pacific Island of Saipan. At PIC this Monday morning, NMI national tennis team coach Jeff Race.
What we've got here is we've got a J30 International Tennis Federation Junior World Ranking event. And so we have about 65 kids from 10 countries who've come here with their coaches and their parents to try and get International Tennis Federation Junior World Ranking points to either get or improve their world ranking in the tennis world. And this is our big international event of the year. We have it every year. This is our 9th time that we've held it. And we also have 10 of our local players playing in the tournament.
This is an 18-year and under tournament, with the youngest competitors being at least 13 years of age.
So today is the first day of the main draw. We did have 7 preliminary matches over the last couple days, but now we've got 20-some matches a day for the next few days as we move through the draw until on Sunday we'll have the boys and girls singles and doubles final, and that will conclude the tournament on Sunday, June 8th.
Though there are locals competing, this is an international competition.
We have players from Japan, Korea, Chinese Taipei, Hong Kong, India, and Thailand.
Carol Lee of Saipan has won this tournament.
Have had players do well in this tournament. Right behind me, Ann Lee is playing. She's our #1 girl.
Which one is she?
She's right here. Okay, she's lost the first set, but we're hoping she's going to do better in the second set. Her sister actually won this tournament a few years ago in both singles and doubles.
Ann Lee is only 14 years old, competing on an international stage. She's on the far side of the net. You notice that she's ambidextrous, using either hand to strike the ball. But despite her best efforts, the match ends in disappointment, eliminating Anne from singles competition.
It was pretty fun. I think I could have done more. She was good. She was decent. But then I think this morning I was like not feeling like I'm under the weather.
She was pretty good. She has strong serves and she's tall, so like the ball is strong and over in here and comes to me, and yeah, so strong energy, but yeah.
She used two hands.
Yeah.
She was
I really surprised.
It wasn't a backhand, it was she switched hands.
I've never seen before.
Rico will be continuing in the singles and doubles competitions throughout the week. The final round of competition will commence on Sunday, June the 8th at 8:30 a.m.
Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time, and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Here's the weather. Tonight, there's a 40% chance of showers and or thunderstorms, with only mild winds and low temperatures of around 77 degrees, which means that line across the horizon at sunset tonight will hence be known, for those of you who can remember, as the 77 Sunset Strip. Weekend weather will most likely attract some more rain. There will be a 50% chance of isolated rainfall and or thunderstorms, with high temperatures of around 87 and lows in the upper 70s. The sun will set at 6:45 p.m. tonight and will rise tomorrow at 5:46 a.m., when the triathletes will certainly be hoping for dry swimming weather at race start and drier cycling weather for skid-proof hill navigation, and then, hopefully, rain for wet running weather to cool the heating bloodstream as the sprinters bring home the race to the finish line. And I will see you in the water, or on the bike, or on the land.
Well, that's news, sports, and weather. Thank you for joining us, Sinamai.
Have a great weekend. We will see you again on Monday.